I forget. Okay, bonjour la classe, et bonjour sixth period. So for today, I want you to, usually we do our writes on paper because I just feel like it's so much better, but I want to be able to access more easily your write. That's why I've put this Google document link on your PowerSchool page. So if you want to follow along with me, if you're not already there, on today's daily activities, you will be able to use your notes. So if you're watching this at home and you can pause the video, then pause, go find your notes wherever they are on paper or in a Google Drive. And then I want you to click on this timed write document. And when you click on it, it should force you to make a copy. And then it says name. I want you to make sure that you put your name on there so that when you submit it, it's nice and clear. And you can go ahead and do it here as well, but yeah, that would be useful, but you don't have to. Okay, so for today's write, it is timed and we're going to do it for 10 minutes. At the end, this box will expand as you type. I don't want you, we're going to talk about this in a minute, but I do not want you to use Google Translate or any other kind of dictionary or anything online. Don't look up a word. Oh, I want to know how to say this. Treat it like how we do free writes, and you're only using what you already know. And you can use your list of notes. So you can use like what you've been taking, vocab, grammar, you can use all of that, that's fine. But nothing else. And if you've got mistakes in there, you've got mistakes, that's fine. I'm not grading you based on your mistakes. I'm grading you today based on your completion of it, and that you didn't cheat. And then actually for today's lesson, I'm going to use what you've written over the next 2 lessons. So once you submit it to me, so once you're done, it's going to save, and then you're going to come back and submit it over here on the assignment, in the assignment block, timed write. Okay, and I'm going to use this for tomorrow's lesson, Friday's lesson, and for the finals next week. So you are helping me to create your own final. So definitely you don't want to be looking up words that nobody else knows, because that's just going to confuse everybody if it came up on an exam. We want to use words that we already have been using together as a class, things that we already know. All right, so that I know on the Zoom, just give me a thumbs up with your thumbs up button if you have been able to get onto this document and you've got it up there in front of you. Okay, not quite yet. So yeah, tell me in the chat since I can't see your faces. Okay, great. Wonderful. That is a go ahead from my Zoom people, and people at home watching on a video, then you can always pause and get yourself situated. All right, so for today, just all that you're aiming to do is write simple sentences. Maybe you might be able to write a paragraph or more than one paragraph, but at French 2 level, we're looking at, sentences now. French 1 was, you could all write sentences, but the minimum was to be able to write words and phrases. And now we're taking it up a notch, definitely sentences, maybe even paragraphs. And you can do that to either describe or narrate a past celebration. Nessa, I'm going to come back to that, the submission thing at the end, okay? I am aware of it. So I want you to be thinking right now, what is your célébration? You're going to talk about a célébration passée. So it could be an anniversaire passé. It could be Halloween passé. It could be un anniversaire d'une autre personne. It could be le Noël passé, or Thanksgiving passé. It could be any kind of célébration passé. And remember, in my class, you do not even have to be truthful. It does not have to be a real past celebration. You can make it up. You can tell a story about somebody else, a made-up character. You can completely make up all the details. It just has to be in French, okay? So you're going to write for 10 minutes. I'm actually going to have the timer up on the screen. So once we start, it'll just be counting down. Again, write only in French, en français, write only what you know, use only your notes, no online checking of words. And I always know, because I always know, so don't bother trying. Remember, it's comprehension over perfection. So that means your writing doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to find that word that you were really looking for, rephrase it in a different way, or don't say it. When it says listen to Madame Hunter, I'm actually going to read a little bit of French to you right now. So the last thing that you hear is French. I'm going to talk about Le Noël dernier. So the celebration I've chosen is Christmas, Le Noël. So I'm going to talk about my made up past Christmas. It's not real. And then once I'm done, I'm going to set the timer, and you have 10 minutes, 10 minutes to write. Here are some phrases that I'm going to leave with you on the screen as well. Since you're not in a classroom to use those visual aids, I've just chosen a few which you might find useful. Remember, all of this unit, we've been using the past tense. So I want you to, again, it doesn't have to be perfect, but I want you to try and write using the past tense. So I've included two right here. Je suis allé, j'ai mangé, but there's other ones that you could use. And if you have your notes, use them from your notes or from memory. Okay, I'm going to talk about a past celebration, so you'll be hearing them as well, and just try your best French. Okay, class, on you go. Le Noël dernier. Noël dernier, j'ai passé les vacances avec ma famille. J'ai célébré le Noël avec ma famille. En premier, nous sommes allés à l'église et nous avons chanté pour Noël. Je suis allée à une fête de Noël chez ma belle-mère. J'ai beaucoup mangé. J'ai mangé la cuisine de Noël. J'ai mangé les gâteaux. J'ai bu les boissons festives, par exemple eggnog et le vin et de la bière. J'ai fait une promenade avec Joshua et John. J'ai fait une promenade avec ma famille. Et j'ai regardé les films de Noël. Aussi, j'ai joué aux jeux de plateau. Je n'ai pas joué aux jeux vidéo, je n'aime pas. Mais j'ai joué aux jeux de plateau, par exemple Monopoly. OK, classe. C'est à vous. Vous avez 10 minutes. Écrire en français. Allez. Okay, class, if you want to stop where you're at, merci beaucoup. Okay, so I want you to make sure that I'm going to ask you on the Zoom to do it 2 ways. So I want you to count up your words and put it on the top. And on the video, you're just going to put it on the top and submit it. But on Zoom, I want you to count it up and also just tell me in the chat. And you can do it privately, or you can show off and put it so that everybody can see it. I don't mind. So just count your words first and put your word count on the top of your page and in the chat. Très bien. Okay, and then once you're done, so as soon as you've kind of told me and you're done with it, wonderful, merci Taeyang. Once you're done, obviously you've got it saved to your Google Drive. You're going to come over to the assignment and submit it here for me. And I want you to do it now so you don't forget, for one. And also, if we're having any issues with submission and it's not allowing you to, for whatever reason, then I know, and we can come up with another solution, like email. Why is this person in my class? Okay, wonderful, Missy, Colin, Alexis, Keita, that looks great. So go ahead. Okay, if it's not letting you do it, for example, Taeyang gets that, then just send it me by email, please. So I know in my last class, we were able to do it right, CC, but we did it from Cami. So I'm not sure whether there's any issues with Google Drive. So just keep trying. If it doesn't work though, just send me an email. So I've already got an email from Taeyang and Ashayla, which is fine. Let me just keep a note of this as you go. Yeah, that's fine. You can do it as a share. So that's a great way around it. So the emails that have come through says the document is shared. So all I'm going to do is like look at it and then I'll be able to click on it. Let's see. Oops. Probably Taeyang doesn't want everybody to see his. I just want to make sure that I can see it. Okay, wonderful. Yes. So I can click on it and I can see it. Just make sure when you've done it that you put your name on the top where it says copy of, even if it's just your first name, because I'm going to be looking at a lot of them. All right. Yep. Another way of doing it is like Keita did, copy the link and put it in the message box. So either way, all right, you guys get the idea. If it's not able to upload for you onto PowerSchool, then send me an email. Or you could do a message on here. Let's see whether anybody was able to. Just out of interest. Okay, Colin could. Okay, wonderful. So make sure you're changing the name though in the top right there. It's okay, you've submitted it now, but like in the future. Keto and I've got yours. Okay, awesome. Guys, you are dismissed because it is the end of the class period. Merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup. See you tomorrow.
Do we have lunch right now?
Yes, it is lunch until 1:30.
Thank you.
Okay.